Greetings YouTubers, Atari Leaf here with another retro gaming video. There's 2 points to this video. One is a pickup video, and the second is my annual collecting goals video. This is the third time I've done this, and the point of the video, it's a tag video, so make a comment, do a video response, that would be better. Did you achieve your collecting goals for 2012? Did you get the things, whether it be a system, a retro computer, a certain game? Did you achieve that goal through the year 2012? And the second part of that question is, now, what are your collecting goals for 2013? What new system would you like to get? What new game? What new a retro computer? Anything that has to do with what you wanted to collect in the next year, make a video about that. In my case, I wanted one of these last year. My goal was in 2012 to pick up an Atari 800 computer, and I'm sad to say I did not achieve that goal. I know, but you know, I will persevere, and in 2013 I will continue to make that my goal. Okay, so yeah, do a tag video. Did you meet your collecting goals of 2012, and what are your collecting goals for 2013? And I will say that I had a couple of opportunities to pick up an Atari 800. Once locally, the price was too high. Once online from the US, shipping would have cost too much. And I think there was one other time, but that was an Atari 400. And again, wasn't willing to pay the price and the gas to go get it because it was in a different town. Okay, so yeah, do a video, please. If you can, do a tag video about your collecting goals. Now let's go to the pickups. And I was asked once not too long ago, how come I don't do pickup videos as much anymore? And I went through and I actually looked for 2012. I think I made 7, maybe 8 pickup videos all year. When I first started on YouTube in 2009, 2010, I was making at least one a week, it seems. I was out a lot more. I had a lot more time available to me. I'm just not as motivated to hunt as I used to be. And the other reason, and the primary reason, is because my collection is so focused now, whereas before I used to just pick up anything and everything. But my collection is a lot more focused now, so there's very few things that I'm actually looking for, and to find them locally is kind of difficult. So a lot of these things are online. A few of them are local, but I found a lot of these things online. Now the first I'd like to mention was a gift, actually, from Jeremy, also known as Jezbo Vision. Lives in the same city as me, collector, that I met a couple years ago, and he sent me one of these. This is the wireless version of one of the Namco plug-and-plays, and I don't know if you can see it over there on the screen too well. This is a really nice one. It's got 7 games built in. It's got Miss Pac-Man, Pole Position, Galaga, Xevious, Mappy, Bosconian, and new Rally X. Not just Rally X, but the new Rally X. And it plays really, really well. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but it's a very fun game. Really like this thing. These plug-and-plays are great for some quick little gameplay. Anyway, yeah, it works great, so thank you very much, Jezbo Vision. I'll leave a link to his channel. You go back to the main screen. Okay, other pickups. Thank you, Jeremy. It's always nice to deal with someone who has the same name as me. Okay, this thing here, and I'd like to do another shout out. It's a Super Nintendo. No, I did not just pick this up, but it was actually a repair. I think I was doing my Dig Dug video for the Game Boy, and I used the Super Game Boy, and I plugged it in, and when I was about to plug it in, I noticed that this little bit right here, that's where the power jack is. That little circle in there started to break off a little bit. It was very loose. Apparently that's a very common occurrence for Super Nintendo, so you have to be careful how you take your plugs out and insert your plugs for your power. So I took it to a local store called Game MD. Roy, thank you very much. I ordered the part on eBay, and he installed this for me. Required a little bit of soldering, which I don't know how to do. So thank you to Roy, Game MD. He's also the fellow that fixed my Gemini up there. Coleco Gemini. Sorry. a while back. So thank you very much, Roy. Always appreciate it. Now, as I mentioned, the Game Boy, I've been on a bit of a Game Boy kick because there's a lot of really great retro arcade titles on the Game Boy Advance, and so forth. So I picked up a few of these in the last month or so, and I can't really recall what was online and what was local, so, or how much I paid either. Miss Pac-Man, I think that was online. I think that was on eBay. Oh, and the nice thing about this too is it's got Pac-Mania on there too. It's hard to read, but yeah, Pac-Mania. The Game Boy Color version of Joust and Defender, I think that was locally at the Game Shop, $4. One of the local game stores. Asteroids, pretty good. I think that one was online. This one was at the local game store for $2, Alleyway, which is a pretty good Breakout clone. I think this is actually one of the very first games that was released for the Game Boy, if I recall correctly. I mentioned the Game Boy Color version of Defender Joust. Also got the regular Game Boy version, so that completes that set. Arcade Classics 1, 2, 3, and 4. That was the last one that I needed. And this one I picked up, I think, because I was watching it on a Crow Plays video and didn't know this game existed, so when I found out it did exist, I picked it up. Burger Time Deluxe. Now that was, I think, $10 on eBay, which seems to be kind of the going rate for that game. It's I don't know if it's really rare, but it's a popular game. So Burger Time, really, really good. Really enjoyed playing that one. GBA, picked up a few of those. These first two I got with trade-in, so they didn't actually cost me anything. Namco Museum, 5 classic games, and then you're going to probably wonder, why did I get this one too? Namco Museum 50th anniversary, and the only real difference is I think one of the Pac-Man games is either on here or removed, but the main reason I wanted this one is, just like with the Plug and Play, it's got Rally X on it, and Rally X is, I love that game. It's not on enough classic systems for some reason. I don't know why. Rally X, great game. Same with Mappy, same with Bosconian actually. Okay, this one's good too. Space Invaders, GBA. Good update. Like that one. Here's one I had in the past when I had a Game Boy Advance. Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits. The only real downside to this one is Robotron's on there, and there's no dual control on a GBA, so you have to fire in the direction you're moving, which kind of defeats the purpose of that game. And this one I just finished reviewing, so you might have just finished watching this recently. Activision Anthology. Again, really, really good. Really like that game. Got a few Genesis here too. There's a game here that I've been looking for a while, but I wasn't willing to pay the price that eBay wanted for it, and I kind of wanted the case, manual, and game, of course. Sometimes I'm willing to just take case and cart, but in this case I wanted the manual. This was a game I started playing on the Tandy Color computer back in the 80s, and I finally found the Genesis version. It's Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Now you might be thinking, what, an educational game? I don't know, I can't explain it, but I've always really liked the Carmen Sandiego games. That was $5, and I got it off a website. I'll show you that in a second. And they also had, for $3, so I got it too, again complete, Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. So the website that I got this from, they sent me their business card, GameTrog.com. Really good prices. Not a huge selection, but there's some good stuff on there too, so check out that site for some retro games. So yeah, I finally got the 2 Carmen Sandiego games. And I got this one too. This was eBay as well. The seller wanted, what was it, $15, $16 for this. I put in an offer because he had that make an offer. Offered 10 and he accepted it. Complete Championship Pro-Am, which is kind of a sequel to RC Pro-Am on the NES. It's basically the same game. The graphics are updated a little bit. You race radio-controlled cars. Really good game. Really wanted this one for the Genesis. I had it loose before, but like a lot of collectors, my Genesis games, I don't mind loose games on other systems, but Genesis games, I need at least a case for them. Finally, I was in one of the local game stores, and like I've been saying, I've been playing a lot of the Game Boy Advance games, a lot of the Game Boy games. So I saw this there, and it was actually a pretty good price. And again, I had a little bit of trade-in credit, so I got one of these. I'll just show you the disc. It's the Game Boy player for the GameCube, right? So you plug, that's the startup disc for the Game Boy player. Well, I don't have a GameCube. So while I was there, I picked up a GameCube 2. So for 20 bucks, that's not bad, I guess. You got the player. I had to pay extra to get a memory card too, and the console. But yeah, Game Boy player. That's how I was able to do the Activision Anthology collection. And yeah, not bad. I like the GameCube actually. It's got some good games. I've had them before. Got rid of it, and but since I wanted the player, I thought, well, I need a GameCube, of course, to use it. So I was in a Cash Converters yesterday, and they had some GameCube games for $2. So I picked up a few $2 games, and these are all complete. So I got, what, 5 here? So for $2, yeah, well, these are pretty good. Crash Nitro Kart, I played this one before. See, $2. That's not bad. Crash Nitro Kart, fun kart game. I love this game. I had this on the Xbox originally, the first Xbox. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. We've got Rampage Total Destruction. What I like about this is it has the original Rampage and Rampage World Tour included. Star Wars Rebel Strike, and this is the one I did a video on this a few years back. It's got unlockables for the Star Wars the arcade game, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi arcade games on here too. And this one I bought because it was $2. I don't know anything about it. Kirby Air Ride. It looks like it's a racing game. It says prepare for fast and furious racing action. This Kirby hits warp star speed. Looks like it could be interesting. I haven't actually had a chance to try it yet, been too busy, but yeah. So there you go. Those are my pickups for, well, the rest of this year. Probably won't do another pickups video in a while, but yeah, if you can, do a video response to the collector's question. Did you meet your collecting goals of 2012? What are your collecting goals for 2013? This is Atari Leaf. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great day, everybody. Woo! Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man.